just continue to make them scream. That opens the little lungs. Baby bulldogs, nothing cuter.
Breeder Gail Nielsen has a new litter of bulldog pups for sale.
Ma chérie, oh please don't tell me this is just puppy love, because I must have your love, you see.
It's a sport and a beauty pageant. It's 1 year on the dog show circuit, where life sometimes feels like it's going to the dogs.
Ah, your charms are not lost on me. This is true puppy love, chérie.
Tonight is the night that you get to choose your baby. And then you get to go home and just not sleep for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
it's
probably.
exciting. It is exciting. And then the next best thing is the day you take that baby home. Oh boy, that is such a good day. Maybe not that evening is so good when he's crying and he won't go to sleep and keeps you up all night, but it's the best. It's all those months and months and months of waiting is just, it's here. It's here.
It's the big day for Rebecca and Greg Morgan, soon to be parents of one lucky bulldog.
Look at the size of them.
So much bigger than they were. Hello. Last time we saw you. Hi.
Come here. Whoop. Careful.
Kisses for me. Oh, kisses for me.
They've been waiting a year for their baby.
You see, now they're really getting used to the room, and now they're really...
Breeder Gail Nielsen's bulldogs are in high demand, but she only has a handful of puppies to sell each year.
Hello. I'm still up in the air about the two. Him and the white one, the piebald.
Do you like the white one?
You know, if I could take this personality and stick it in his colors. I don't know. This one keeps giving me kisses.
Rebecca and Greg will pay Gail $2,500 for what they consider to be the perfect pet. Today, they have to choose which puppy goes home with them.
I'm leaning on this guy, I think. I'm still kind of, I still like some of his attributes a little better.
I like the way this guy looks, but this is the first time he's come over to talk to me, so.
Well, if we're going to get a bulldog, you know, and put so much time and effort into them, why not show them? Even if it's just for fun, see what happens, no expectations, take him out and show him.
Oh, so you're interested in showing as well?
Absolutely. But when it comes right down to brass tacks, we want a big, you know, something on the couch that is there for us, and you know, we want a dog.
Georgie.
George, a Scottish Terrier, is what pro handler Drobel Rojas considers to be the perfect show dog.
George is... he's a king. He's a prince. He has to be the center of attention at all times. Yeah, he's my baby.
Today, George and Drobel will go up against their toughest competition.
Morley is one of Canada's longest showing breeder judges of Scottish Terriers. So that alone gives him a lot of edge. He has the connections, he has the friendships, he's known. We're not judges.
This is Scooter, the Scotty Morley Thornton bred and now shows.
I'm a piano and voice teacher by profession. I've done a little bit of psychology work, so they say. I have figure skated over the years. I'm supposed to know a little bit about figure skating. I've got into dogs since 1966, basically because I couldn't afford to have horses. My judging career has taken me all over the world, many times to Australia, New Zealand, and South America, and what have you. Another forte of mine is I show horses on a regular basis, and what more can I say?
Being a judge and showing dogs, it creates a conflict of interest. In other countries, if you're a judge, if you're judging just one day, one breed, you cannot show a dog that year.
A lot of exhibitors find that hard to, they feel that I would be more favored because of my position. it is a proven factor that judges who breed and who show are deprived more than what they accomplish in the show. It's an interesting phenomenon, and it's a bit of a sad phenomenon.
John Boyd is a Pomeranian breeder whose summer has been plagued by health problems. And today, he's in for a critical checkup. He's a heart attack survivor.
Not a good year at all. I haven't out that much, and my dog hasn't finished as quick as I wanted to, but I had some fun anyway.
What kind of dog do you have?
Pomeranians.
And your dog breeding business is a hobby for you?
Yep.
Sounds like fun. Okay, so is there anything else been going on since you were last here? Did you hurt yourself?
I actually broke my wrist.
It happened at a dog show. John climbed on a chair to adjust an awning and fell. Luckily, the other handlers were there to help him.
And then a week later, I finally went to the hospital, and they said, yes, it was broken.
So no other little surprise visits to the hospital that you're forgetting to tell me a year?
John has to get in shape. He's headed for the dog show ring later today with his prize Pomeranian, Princess Diana. She's just 1 point away from a 10-point championship title.
Blood pressure is excellent. I got 190/70 now. Good response.
Close to 10 there, Vic.
No, that's okay. That's improvement.
Oh, doesn't like that one.
Which puppy have the proud parents chosen?
Okay, we've left you long enough.
Yep.
Have you made a decision? Are
Yes,
we
we
gonna
did.
go with color?
the
You're
puppy.
going with the white one.
We're going with the personality.
Which is what we promised ourselves we'd do.
He is my pick. He's the one that I would say is probably the best one in the litter for a show dog. So you're happy with your choice, eh?
Yeah.
You sure now?
Oh yes, they're sure. But now they must wait a few more days to take their baby home.
Let's go. We can't live here for the next 2 weeks.
I'm very competitive. I enjoy it, but then I've been a competitor for years in music and what have you, so it's nothing new to me.
Nor for Scooter, who's vying for top Scotty status.
But as far as the standard is concerned, this dog has a long layback on shoulders.
And like Scooter, George is also hoping to be top Scotty.
George, right here, and he's the same length. His length of neck and the length of his head is just simply perfect.
If I could change him, I would change him slightly on the top line. I would just maybe shorten him about that much.
His length of tail is exactly the same as his length of body. This is where his shoulders stop.
But with this type of length, as far as movement is concerned, he can cover more ground this way. He has an excellent rear end. His rear end is square.
He has just perfect proportions.
He looks as if he's going to, whatever. He'll come to life when he sees the other dogs. But no scrapping. No scrapping. So this is D-Day. The time has come.
Let's go show. Let's go play show. Let's go play show.
As the year goes on, these dogs have been in competition. They're all plying for top dog in their breed.
Judge Letitia Bett agrees to provide ringside commentary on these two competitors.
Morley Thornton, he has been a long-time breeder exhibitor. He has probably been exhibiting Scotties for well over 30 years. He can groom to perfection.
And as for Drobel,
he's relatively new on the scene here in Canada, but he is an excellent groomer and an excellent handler.
in a game where reputation seems to really count, Morley the judge may have the advantage. Drobel is well known in the United States and his native Mexico, but not here.
Nice going.
Thank you.
This time, Drobel and George win the breed.
Thank you very much.
I give out the ribbons, so I understand those types of things that happen. And what can I do? What can I say? I have no justification because I paid my $25 for the man's opinion, and this is the man's opinion.
I'm gonna get you. Who's gonna get your tail? Who's gonna get the tail? I got the tail.
Yeah, we won today because he is the better dog. He's showing like $1 million.
This is Smudge, one of the Nielsen's prize bitches, on her way to her first show since going on maternity leave.
You're a good girl. I do.
should be a good show, you know. I like that venue.
Mm-hmm. Well, we had fun with the dogs yesterday. We bathed them all, trimmed all their nails, trimmed their whiskers back, gave them all a good wash and a clean and brushed them and got them all dry, and then we practiced. So we have them all show ready.
All the prep work is for today's Bulldog Specialty Show.
I'm sure she has a background of some kind.
Pretty rotten there, Smudge. We smelled that. We didn't hear it, but we smelled it.
Ah, the sensory joy of bulldogs.
They could take the paint off the walls sometimes.
Yes. I'm tired. I was nice and comfortable, snuggled in my blankets.
Charlie, owned by breeder Rob Bennett, will meet Smudge in the ring.
Let's go find a nice big pole. That's what he needs to do. Hey? Now just calm down.
Charlie is one of the top-ranked bulldogs in Canada and is a definite entry in the show of shows. Norwood, host of this year's Pine Ridge Kennel Show.
I didn't touch it.
You said they were done. When you picked me up yesterday, you said they were done. They're not done. They look awful. Scissors, please.
Darlene, John's wife, is helping to get Princess Di ready for the show ring. Di is the queen of John's Pomeranian empire.
We now have 9 points on our little baby. Hey.
Oh, my heart.
So we need one more point today to finish her.
Just that, just 1 point. Because how much bad luck have we had with her? John ends up climbing up ladders and falling on his head, and somebody else has to show the dog, and she freaks out,
Stop.
She gets scared on the table at the one show, and it's just been circus of horrors. That's what happens to her tail. Look what you do.
What?
You take your big hand, you go,
Okay, I don't.
You take your tail. And you take it like this.
I know that.
Right.
I'm not brushing her right now, though.
Yeah, but you grab her tail and you do this with it.
I can't help
And
it.
you say, look, her tail's awful. You can't do it with your big hands.
Well, between now and going in the ring, I won't touch her.
No, you have to finish grooming her.
No,
I'm
I
just
don't.
getting her ready. Started. You're finishing her. This is your dog. It's your show.
Did someone say showtime?
I would say I've been involved in dogs for at least 25 years. Showing competitively, I would say in the last 5 years. I'm always nervous. You never know what to expect. We normally have, there's always different judges. Judges' opinion in interpreting the standards vary from judge to judge. I was the youngest Canadian pigeon judge. At 16 years of age, I judged pigeons at the Royal Winter Fair. And I had pigeons probably since I was 8 or 9 years of age up until approximately 20. And at that time, I got more involved in the dogs. This tie clip I've had since day one. I've had my bulldogs and start showing it, and it's sort of a sentimental piece. And I always give it a kiss for good luck.
Oh my goodness, look at him.
At a Bulldog Specialty Show, Charlie will only compete against other bulldogs.
This is probably one of the most nerve-wracking times is before you go into the ring. So many things go through your head all the time. I find I'm pretty superstitious, and I like to have odd numbers for my entry number. Normally I do quite well with that, but that's just my superstition.
I'm ready to boogie. All right.
For breeders like Gail and Rob, specialty shows are a chance to show off their bitches and studs, which helps boost their kennel's reputation. It's the breed competition for champions. Gail is not looking for a win. She just wants to get Smudge back in shape.
She just had a C-section 8 weeks ago, so her coat isn't the best.
Gail leaves the ring empty-handed, but Rob leaves with a second-place ribbon, and he's pleased. He lost to a dog he also bred.
These are dogs that we raised from puppies, produced from dogs that we also produced. So it's our own lines. It's not a dog we bought or bred from somebody else. It's our own. Don't pee on that.
I always feel optimistic that I have a chance, so you gotta keep it that way.
That's John's granddaughter, Sarah, who he'd normally be rooting for, but he's got to finish Princess Di today by getting that one last point. John's a former truck driver who took to breeding Pomeranians on his retirement.
Not bad, how are you?
He's done well, except this year, when his health problems kept him out of the ring for much of the season.
Stop. Dana, stop.
It's important that Princess Di become a champion. Her offspring could bring his kennel big bucks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. There you go, sweetie. What a good girl.
So you won. Way to go. It's the grooming. It's all in the grooming. It's all in the grooming. You did it. You did it.
Hey, just glad to get her finished. Hey, glad you get her finished. Yeah.
Back at the Bulldog Show, where today's event is as much about fun as it is about competing.
They're half human, this breed. They're very affectionate, very loving. You lose your heart to them in about 25 seconds.
The Fun Show is a chance for all Bulldogs, show ring quality or not, to strut their stuff. All that's needed is a good fashion sense. No fun and games for Drobel. Since he beat Morley for the breed, Drobel and George get to go in for the group. For Drobel, today is all about points and showing off George to the dog show world. If he wins here against all these other terriers, he and George will rack up the numbers and make it into best in show. The judge pulls out his top picks, and George is included.
Thank you. Congratulations, Cam.
George takes second place.
I can honestly say that he deserved to win the group. He outmoved everybody. He'll be a dog that everybody in the breed and in the group will remember for years to come. And his best achievement so far is the puppies he has produced.
The happy day, the happy day. All right. This is Greg and Rebecca, and this is Leanne and Mark. Hi. All right, and they're getting the baby that was your second choice, but their first choice. Is he grown?
Look at the size of you. Look at the size of you.
Hello, sweetheart.
Look at the size of you.
If you guys are ready,
Sure.
we're gonna start. He's purchased as a pet. He is not for breeding, accidental or intentional. You cannot put him out in the backyard with another bulldog when she's in season and say it was an accident. Sorry, that doesn't work. There is a $10,000 fine if for any reason I ever find out the dog was bred, and I will take you to court. Another portion of our contract says if the dog is not cared for properly, he's been mistreated, I find out he's tied to a tree in the backyard with very little water or food, it gives me the right to walk into your backyard and take my dog back, and you cannot have him back. And you sign this contract agreeing to that. If you ever change your address or your phone number, you must contact my husband and myself. We want to know where you are and where our babies are all their lives. Again, if you ever have a problem, day or night, you phone me. You get on that phone, and I don't care if you phone me every day of this dog's life. If you have a problem or a concern or a worry, that's what I'm here for. That's the kind of breeders we are. It's the aftercare that really will help.
The talk is over, and now the fun starts.
Okay. There you go. Now we have a bulldog. Close her off. Be a good boy. Hey, in your new home, come back and see your mommy soon.
Thank you very much.
You're part of our family now, guys.
Thank you, Gail.
Take care of your baby, and you call me if you have any problems, and just call me to update me. Tell me how he's doing. All right. Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm on my way to see a surgeon for my back that I buggered up.
An injury that could sideline Delilah Kennedy.
Right now, the way it looks, I won't be doing any of it. I won't be able to do handling anyone else's dogs. I'll be lucky to handle my own dog.
Well, today we're attending a seminar on musical freestyle.
And owner Lorraine DiStefano ponders the future of her champ Quincy.
Yeah, I've already got ideas of songs in my head and moves.
Very good. Yeah!